Hi guys, it's me, Khalifa Productions. It's been a while since I've posted a video, and today I'm going to show you guys the things I've bought over the past few months. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's not a lot of stuff because I have been trying to save money and trying to buy other things, but I do want you guys to know that I am still collecting and I do plan on making more videos in the future, but right now you guys are going to have to wait because I'm trying to just get my stuff together, get my life together. So yeah, so we're gonna start the video off pretty slow here. So I did, like I said, I got some new stuff recently, and I wanted to show it off as the first video coming back after a long hiatus. So I got a Thomas Wood Nia. Now one thing, so if you guys remember, I used to have a Wood Nia, but I gave it away, and the reason why is because I didn't like that Nia because it was too plain, and I was gonna settle on buying the new one, but I didn't end up doing that because I kind of wanted to get another Wood Nia. I don't know, something about Wood Nia just I think is kind of better because it's smaller, and also because I just don't really like Nia too much, so I don't want like get a variant of an engine that's like super huge, but I don't like it. So I mean, I don't hate Nia. I like the her color. I like that she's orange. There's not a lot of orange characters in the show. So this is one of very few characters. I believe Billy, not believe, but I know Billy's another one. I can't really think of another orange engine at the top of my head. So if you guys want to let me know. So yeah, so we did get a version of Nia from a set, the Big World Big Adventures wood set from I believe 2019 or 2020. So it does have some like details right here. So it's like a package. Looks like a little booklet right here. Over here's a map and a compass. So overall, it's a pretty like bland-ish like model, but the details on it just kind of like give it some character. So yeah, so that's Nia. The only other reason why I bought it is because I like to get variants of characters, especially if the variant kind of goes with the character. Because Thomas went on an adventure when meeting Nia, and this Nia kind of just represents that a bit. So another item I did get was this Percy right here from the Tidmus set. So I didn't get the Tidmus set, but I found the Percy on eBay for like $5. So I was like, all right, I might as well just buy it because I'm not gonna spend $100 for just a variant of Percy. And besides, I mean, I wasn't really intending on getting it, but I did say like with some friends, I was like, if I ever find it on eBay on its own for like a small price, I'll definitely pick it up because some of these will probably go for a higher price considering they're set exclusives. So this Percy is actually really cool and it gives you a lot of stories to tell. So this one obviously looks like he's getting some repairs right here. Like his boiler's opened up, little wrench. He has some tools and no toolbox right here. On the other side, he has incomplete paint jobs. So you can see like the paint supplies right here. Got a bunch of paint buckets. Not a bunch, just one paint bucket and whatever this thing is. Oh, it is a bunch of paint buckets. Okay. Well, I guess I was wrong. But yeah, or right, I guess. But there's a lot of paint buckets on this side. A lot of work going on this side. So again, another cool character to have because you can just tell a story with just the one character. So like Percy at the work story, or Percy gets fixed, Percy gets an overhaul, etc., etc. Not something I'd probably make, but we'll see when the time comes. Trying to think here. I got a couple things, so not too much stuff. I'm gonna do something that somebody gifted me, a take along or take and play Donald. This is actually pretty cool because as a kid, I actually used to have Take and Play. Obviously, I don't have it now. I actually have a very few of what remains, but this Donald really gives me some nostalgia. I didn't actually have Donald as a kid, so I was so grateful that my friend Jesse Ortiz, you can subscribe to his channel, or I think his YouTube's called Jesse or Jesse Ortiz, one of the two. He's a Trackmaster YouTuber. He had like a bunch of stuff lying around, and he was telling us how we just didn't want it. So if we wanted it, we could just take it. I asked him for this. He was like, he obviously said yes, and so yeah. So this was actually really cool to have. I'm very grateful to have this. It really just kind of brings back my childhood by a lot. I'm sorry, there's like a lot of like stuff going on in the background. My window's open. It's hot here in Los Angeles, and there's just a lot of cars passing by. But I am hoping that you guys can hear me because I am right next to my phone. But anyway, so yeah, that's the Take Along Donald. Super cool. Okay, and I have one more take along item I bought from eBay this time, and it's this Target caboose. So you're probably wondering why I bought this one specifically and not just a regular caboose. It's because I work for Target now. As of recording this video, I am working for Target. I am what's known as a Target Security Specialist, or TSS for short. So I did buy this just for that reason, because I do work for the company, and then if I ever like leave the job, I can say I worked for the company, and in memory of it, I'll always have this little caboose. So yeah, that's just the story of this little caboose right here. So another item I got, this was actually during a meetup with Nick, Nate, Jesse. I'm sorry, I should like, because it's Thomas Critic, Nick TBS, I believe that's his Twitter name, Jesse Ortiz, and Rytron12, a couple other people. And on that trip, we went out and we went to a bunch of places. They're called Book Off, and in one of them, I found this Sir Topham Hatt's car. So the story goes that Jesse told us that he found a bunch of Trackmaster items in a store called Book Off, which is a Japanese like collector store. They have like old Japanese toys and video games. In Japan, I know that like they have like other things called like I believe like Furniture Off, Hobby Off. There's just a bunch, I think that's what they're called. I could be wrong, so if you know, you could just tell me. In one of the Book Offs we went, I was like first come first serve for any Thomas item. I did find this Bandai Sir Topham Hatt's car, a really cool item because I don't have Sir Topham Hatt's official car. I use a Tonka truck, or I used one, because now this will be the official Sir Topham Hatt's car I'm going to use if I ever do any anything for a series, or if I make any films for myself or any people that just want me to help them out. This will always be used in the videos. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna get another item here given to me by Thomas Critic, aka Nate or Nathan, whatever you like to call him. He gave me this Thomas with gold magnet. It was new. It was new in box. It was actually not this one specifically. I have it hung on my wall right now. I don't want to take it down. It's like right above. Actually, I can just show you. So it's right up there next to the Salty, and it's between Salty and Scruff. So yeah, this is actually another one I got myself, but I didn't want to take it down from the wall, so I just want to show you to represent it. I got it. It's just what I'm showing you now is what's going to be in the box. It's a Thomas with the gold magnet. It's from the Talking Rally series line. That was, I believe, discontinued in like 2010, 2011-ish. So right after the Great Discovery movie came out, they made some characters, I believe, like Thomas, Salty, I think Gordon and Henry. I don't know if they made Edward, but I know they made like James, Toby, Rosie. They made Billy and Molly for some reason. I don't know why, but there's just a bunch of them that I don't actually remember which ones made it to the line and which ones didn't. I know like Mighty Mac and Duck were in it, but it's only the prototypes that exist. There's like very few of them. I know like some people have it. Anyway, but yeah, so this Thomas, now I have it out of the box, and I put it on display with my little display area right here. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. It's like my little display over here. It's still in the works right now, so nothing too crazy going on over there. So yeah, that's my Talking Rally series Thomas. That's supposed to be in the box, but I did open it just not just for the video, but just to like have it out the box, just for decoration purposes. Okay, so another one given to me by Thomas Critic were these two NAFRA Express coaches. One that is sealed in the box. It does have some like chips in it, but that's because it's just old and the paint's old. And I have one loose from the box. So these NAFRA Express coaches, I believe, are from 1996, so I can find it. Yeah, 1996. They're both from 1996. Pretty cool to have. NAFRA Express coach is already rare on its own. Finding it in the box is just really cool. I did get it for like a killer price, or killer deal, I should say, by Thomas Critic. I have 3 of these, just 2 of them outside the box. I'm gonna not like try my hardest, but I'm always on the lookout for some of these, especially in good condition, because as you may know, my collection does consist of a lot of items in near or mint condition, with the exception of some items that have wear and tear, like my Salty, because I just don't really care about Salty all too much. So another item I did get, actually this is like very recent at the time I'm recording this, is this 2022 Dow Thomas. I believe it's 2022, yeah, 2022. So I didn't go to this event, and so I ordered it on eBay from someone called Thomas Railway or KeyCrate24, and I messaged him on eBay asking if he could sign it for me, because as a lot of you may know, have been a huge fan of Geek Ray since like childhood, and having this just like it feels unreal. I mean, I know it's like to some it's just a generic like Thomas item with just like some signature on it, but to me it's just like it's a symbol of my childhood. I like to think, because I've never like I don't personally know Wooden Railway, obviously, but I would love to meet him one day. It would be really cool. Something I've always like thought of as a kid, even where I would want to meet Geek Ray, because he has such a great channel and his videos just blow me away sometimes, especially his collection videos, because his collection consists of a lot of things. And obviously he collects Thomas Wooden Railway, and he honestly inspired me to collect Thomas Wooden Railway, because I realized that Take Along and Take and Play, it just really wasn't my thing, but it was a thing when I was a kid. But Wooden Railway, I feel like, was just one of those things that really hit me, and I would love to just like see it in my own possession. Like I'm able to like move, like play with it and move it around and all that stuff, like how he does in his series. He makes like stories, he gets to play with it. So yeah, this is just awesome. A huge thank you to Geek Ray, or Thomas Wooden Railway, or whatever you'd like to call him. I normally would not, or not normally, but I wouldn't want to say his like actual name. But I mean, I'm sure he's fine with it. I just don't want to like call him that, because obviously we're not like in that base. But I don't know, just like looking at this just like kind of brings me back as a kid. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the back right here. That's where it was before recording the video. Okay, so here's a really cool item. So this is like, I'm saving like the best stuff for last, at least best in my opinion, is this Troublesome Brake Fan that I got on eBay for a killer price, which is like $70. It came with a gray face. I was gonna take it out to show off, but I feel like everyone's seen a gray face, so we all know what it looks like. So if it was like a mint condition gray face, maybe I would have shown it, but like I said, it's a gray face. Like, we all know what it looks like. It's not really that special. But this is a special one because, I mean, some people will think it's just a generic one, but here's the thing about it. It's a factory error. So this is the front, this is the back. So I'll show you right now. Boom. I mean, literally anticlimactic as hell, but, so yeah. So it moves smoothly, so if I turn it around, it just goes away. See, like it'll just back up. It's a mind of its own. It's pretty creepy. But yeah, so this was really cool to find, actually. I didn't even know it was a factory error. Like, I just bought it because it was cheap. And like, I messaged the seller like, oh, hey, did you know that this was a factory error? And then they told me no, because that's just, they thought it was just like Toad, where it's like they connect from the, where he connects from the back instead of the front. But yeah, so I kind of just told him about that. I mean, I don't know if he regrets selling me this or not now. I feel kind of dumb for like messaging for it, but you know what? What's happened has happened. It is what it is. It's already been done. It's in my possession now. Alright, so the last item. This is a cool item, because this item, not only is it like the first like item specifically that's in my collection, but it's just the way I got it, or like the version I got is super cool. And that's the Crosby Station cargo truck. So you're probably thinking it's just a truck. It's a Crosby Station cargo truck. What's so special about it? Well, it's in German packaging. And what's cool about it is that the paint got fucked up right here, or screwed up right here. Obviously I'm not gonna get monetized because I only have like 300 subscribers. Thank you, by the way, for 300 subscribers recently. Not recently, it was like months ago. I'm like months late to it. But yeah, so there's like a messed up paint thing right here. And so it's, I guess you could say it's a factory error, but I mean, honestly, it's not a big a deal for some people like me. Or it's like, if it's like if it's like the paint is like misplaced, it's like whatever. If it's like a small spot, see, if it was like unpainted and then this was just painted instead, then that would have been a bigger deal. But it's like not a big deal. It's just somebody like spilled paint on it. So yeah, anyway, but this is a cool item because the German packaging items are already rare on its own, but for it to be a Crosby Station cargo truck at a pretty like decent-ish price, at least affordable for me, was just the coolest thing I found on eBay. I'm not gonna disclose how much I paid for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone probably saw it already and like looked at the price and didn't buy it because it was like too high for them. But I bought it because nobody bought it. It was like in my watch list for like a month, and I was like, all right, screw it, I'm gonna buy it. And someone else was buying it, and also because I just really at the time I was just like really into the German package stuff, and right now I'm actually looking at another one, not a Crosby Station cargo trick, but it's something else. Hopefully I buy it. It's okay if I don't. Like, it's a very generic item, you know, it's not even a character from the show, or for it is technically from the show, but it's not like a main cast character, because those are rare to find. Or the Milch Tanker, see, now that's like a more unique item. But yeah, so this is one of the coolest things in my collection by far, minus the metallic Hero and James and the Percy I have, or the like Canadian exclusive Prego cargo car, or anything here actually. But I like to think this is my second favorite, my first favorite being this one up here. So yeah, this German packaged item, just, it's, I guess, a one of a kind, you can say, because there's not a lot of items that were made in Germany, or like made in this German packaging. But it's also because this was exclusive to Germany. I don't know if it's exclusive to any other place in the world, but yeah, this is the, from my knowledge at the time of recording this, Germany was the only place or only country that had this style of packaging. And in the back here, everything's in German. I'm not going to read it because I'm definitely not trying to butcher anything. Also, Bandai was a part of this, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't know, I knew that, but like I just didn't realize that it'll be like on the packaging, because I've never like noticed that. Also, because there's just so much red on the packaging, and I somehow just didn't notice this. So call me dumb. Like, it's also a brown label, which is also, brown labels are pretty rare. And also actually just noticed this right now, right here, it's also in German. Sorry. Also, this is gonna be an unedited video, because I'm not that I'm too lazy. It's just my first video back, and I just want it to be raw footage of me actually looking at these things, just my natural reaction. So it's Clickety Clack Scheme. Oh, it's an N. Scheme. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's the only word I'm gonna say. It's in German, and I'm definitely gonna butcher everything else. Also, Wooden Railway is in German, which is cool. And then Thomas, and then German. Tom's the Tank Engine and Friends. Also, like another thing that's in German. And then here we have the name just like bordered everywhere, right here and right here. Oh, and the back. I don't notice these things, even though there's such huge differences. But yeah, so yeah, it's also in the back. Also, it's German. The label and the logo and stuff's in the back. It's also in German. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything in the bottom. Oh, there is stuff in the bottom. Let me see if it's all in German. Yeah, all of it's in German. There's no English, which is actually kind of cool, because usually when something's in a different language, you usually see it in English. I'm trying to look for anything that's in English. The only thing that's in English is just like Thomas's name, Britt Allcroft, logo, Group Limited. So very little English in this like packaging, which is honestly kind of crazy, because I didn't know that. I thought there had to be like a side where one side was in German, one side was in English, because I never like bothered to look at the back of it that much, so I never like read it or anything. But this is actually one of the cooler items now that I think about it, because there's barely any English in this one. And usually when there's like a packaged item that is, and if there's just something that's sold in the United States and it's also in another country, usually the package would also have it in English for anyone that's like buying it, if it's like a collector's item. But surprisingly, this is in German, so I am very shocked about this. I'm gonna just move this dude right here. Actually, I think this was also, you can correct me, I think this was also, not this one specifically, but I think the Troublesome Brake Van or trucks were also in like German packaging at one point. I could be wrong, so you could just correct me in the comments, because I don't know my Wooden Railway history that much. But yeah, so this was Cold Default Productions, guys. Thank you for watching my video. I will see you next time. I also wanted to mention I will be posting other things other than Thomas. Like, I've been very into Pokemon Go, like, lately, because a lot of you know I've been going through a lot since like March, and right now Pokemon Go has just been like my way of distracting myself from everything. But so hopefully you guys will see some Pokemon Go footage, or not footage, videos, and I'll explain about Pokemon Go. I'll at least try to, because I don't know a lot about Pokemon Go or Pokemon in general. Because my knowledge is just Generation 1, and then that's it. Like barely Generation 2. But yeah, so this was Cold Default Productions, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you'd like to subscribe. Feel free. I'll see you guys in the next video.